Hello and welcome to the channel. Bob sells this times next year. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're going to do our golden moments tier list. Now this is from my perspective. Also includes mints, rarities, special characters. But I'll try my best to explain as I go through the list. Right, so we'll start with the main filler. So we'll have Walt and Mickey. Right, so we'll start with Walt and Mickey. Obviously they go into special tier. Not only because of the significance of the statue being the main statue outside the parks, it's also Walt and Mickey Mouse. So that speaks for itself. And the value in the app and everything else. Now for me, the skateboard definitely goes last. It's pretty boring. Simpsons is now owned by Disney, but to me, Simpsons don't ring Disney to me. So I'm going to definitely put the skateboard as D. And if you're one of these people that think you're going to get utility for this skateboard, you're definitely probably not going to get utility for this skateboard. I can't see anyone riding this skateboard around the VEVEverse, just saying. Next one we'll put up is R2-D2. Let's put him up. We'll put him in A class because he's kind of in a league of his own. Now I would put the pizza truck as an A class, not only because it's in every Pixar film, but it was in one of the first Pixar films, the Toy Story. We'll remember them getting kidnapped on the way to Pizza Planet. Well, that was a big scene for me when I was growing up. Very big for the Toy Story franchise. So for me, the pizza truck's very special, very underrated, very special. Now Iron Man, I would also put as an A class because he's the only actual Marvel character out of all the golden moments so far. Now let's not forget, we probably could get more golden moments, so that could go down the list yet. But for me, that's why he's so significant. Now Elsa's a hard one for me to pick. One of the biggest grossing films, of course, but from a collector's point of view, do we have a lot of Elsa fans in the app? See, my thoughts are that Elsa's for a young age range right now. So, as in toy collectors, when them people grow up another 10, 15 years, maybe they'll want to collect stuff from their era of growing up. Like me, for instance, I collect Jurassic Park toys from when I was growing up, or Pokemon toys from when I was growing up. If I see any mint toys in the box from when I was growing up, well, I can remember playing with, I will buy myself. But Elsa, I would probably put in a B tier, because I can't see a lot of adults wanting Elsa too much. But because of this film's significance and everything else, Elsa's got to be a B at least. Because of that popularity, I think Elsa could possibly move up to an A, but I'm going to leave it as a B for me. Now I am going to do something controversial. I'm going to put Daisy and Donald at the top with Mickey. Now Donald, I believe, is the second most popular Disney character. I could be wrong about that, so don't quote me. Okay, Daisy's not so popular, but with Donald being on the statue, I think that's definitely a special one. Donald Duck is a very well-known character in Disney and was used quite a lot in the early days. It was actually pretty blunt. Now Wally, I'm going to put as a D because Wally's not the most popular character in the world anyway. I think there's only been one film with Wally. There might have been two. But yeah, Wally for me is probably one of the worst characters they could have picked. So yeah, that's definitely a D class for me. Then I would say C-3PO should go in B class. Obviously Star Wars is well collectible, but I wouldn't see he's as popular as R2-D2 by any means. Now I would actually put Winnie the Pooh in C class because of collectability. Now a lot of kids will know Winnie the Pooh, a lot of like babies, young kids, but not a lot of adults. And the only adults I do know that collects Winnie the Pooh seem to be the older generation, so 60. As the years go on in collectability, the collector's market changes every 20 years. So every 20 years, a different group of people grow up. The collectors then change to them people that want to collect their stuff, if that makes sense. But at the same time, Winnie's quite well received in the app. But I'm going to stick with where I am and put him as C. Now I'm going to put Founder and Sebastian as C class. Now, I think they are fourth most popular franchise, like Disney film wise, but not the most popular for me. I mean, I was a boy growing up, so Little Mermaid probably wasn't my cup of tea. Now the only golden moment I do have in the app is actually that one, full disclosure, but I've definitely put that as a C class. But because of the rarity, that could push it a bit more up. I would definitely put the Avengers logo in the bottom there somewhere. It's a good logo. We all know the Avengers, popular, but it is just an A on a plinth. Now I've just made another class. I'm actually going to lower the Simpsons skateboard down there, and I'll probably put Wally down there as well. Lady and the Tramp I would definitely put as E class. Not the most popular characters in the world. I mean, in the UK they're quite well known characters actually. I thought they'd get more of a hype than they did get on their first initial drop. So I'm now going to go with the Simpsons. Right, so we'll go with... So I'm going to put the Simpsons as a B class. It's a hard one with the Simpsons because, like I said before, Simpsons is not really Disney but now owned by Disney. So to me, I would have heard Simpsons by themselves. So kind of like the Toy Story Pixar drop we had. Rather than being a golden moment, I think that would have grailed in itself. But because it's in the Disney moments, I could put it as B class. But that was a hard choice to make with that one. Oh, and I haven't explained Chip and Dale yet. So I'm going to put Chip and Dale in. I would say, for me, Chip and Dale would go in... Yeah, I would say for me, Chip and Dale would go in E class. Now, I get a lot of people in the app know who Chip and Dale are. Well, for me, in the UK, I've never heard of Chip and Dale. When I first see them in the app, I thought they were Chipmunks. So for me, I would put it as an E class. But because of the rarity in the app, I'm going to move it up one more because of that. But at the same time, that is probably one of the least favourite ones, I'm not going to lie. Controversial choices. We'll do Lumineer and Cogsworth next. So we'll put them... I think we'll put them as C. Yeah, we'll put them as C. I mean, they could possibly go higher for me, because Beauty and the Beast was quite a big film here, quite a good book. And the characters themselves, I even remember having the McDonald's toys of that. And looking at the actual figure itself, that is pretty detailed, pretty well done compared to some of the other ones. That's probably one of my favourite looking. And we'll go Pumbaa and Timon. They're definitely in a B class for me. I'm surprised they didn't get much more love in the app. I thought they were bigger characters than what they're supposed to be. But yeah, I really thought Pumbaa and Timon were one of the best characters in the Disney films. Figure looks really nice on that one as well. Looks really crisp. So yeah, I would go for that. Last controversial one is the Disney Fantasia Hat. Now for me, how many people remembers Fantasia? Fantasia is not a big part of my childhood. Let's face it, it is a hat. Now we understand that the hat is actually a character, could be a character, but it's still a hat for me. I mean, I can see Mickey Mouse in my head now wearing the hat. But at the same time, can you call the hat a character? When I'm sure it was under a spell when it moved. So I'm not really sure that's a character. But I could be totally wrong. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, I would definitely put the hat in the E category. So yeah, as I said before, that's my perspective. I'm from the UK. I base my decisions based on my childhood, my experiences, and where I'm from. Big shout out to VEVE Vibes for the template itself, and for the challenge, and for the talk. If you don't know who VEVE Vibes is, please go to his channel and subscribe. So I know there's some controversial ones in there, guys. Please let me know in the comments if you disagree, agree. I can't wait to read them. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my take on things. I've been Bob Sell. This time next year, we will be millionaires. A peace.